NBA playoff record for fewest free throws. Gabe Vincent and Jimmy Butler at the microphones here in Denver.
Gentlemen, first question on the right side, third row.
Yeah, John Honser from The Athletic. Jimmy, I'm just curious how you were feeling physically tonight, especially coming from the Game 7 in Boston, flying straight here, the altitude. Just how did it all feel for you on the court tonight?
Felt great. I think everybody felt great. Missed some shots, didn't get back a little bit, but overall, I feel like everybody's win was good. Everybody was moving well. We just lost the game.
Next question, first row on the right side. Okay, we're going to go on the left side here, third row, gentlemen. Yes.
Anthony Chang, Miami Herald. Jimmy, Gabe, did it take a while? Did it feel like it took a while to get used to Denver's offense, just in the unique way they kind of generate shots around the rim, especially in the paint there early on?
I mean, they're a physical group, and I think we had to adjust to their physicality early, especially myself. I mean, they had a couple layups on me early that we had to adjust to. But, you know, it's a long series. First to 4 wins, adjustments will be made, and we'll learn from this loss.
First row in the middle, Joe Barton.
Joe Barton, The Athletic. 2 questions. First, Gabe, you got kicked in the head there. I was wondering how you're doing after that. And then when teams play the Nuggets in the playoffs, when they see them for the first time, they remark with how much force they play. And so I'm just wondering what you thought of the Nuggets through one game.
I mean, I got a lot of hair on my head, so my head's doing all right, thankfully. But they're a good team. They're well coached. They're talented. You know, it's going to be a challenge. It's the finals. You know, we don't expect it any other way. We're looking forward to game 2.
I definitely think they came out with a lot of physicality, and we have to be able to match that. They did their job on their home floor. You have to say that, but we will be ready. Like he said, we will adjust, do some things very differently, and come out here and be ready to get one for game 2.
Left side in the fifth row.
Jimmy, Nick Friedel, ESPN. Why do you think the offense struggled so much to find its rhythm throughout the night?
Probably because we shot a lot of jump shots, myself probably leading that pack, instead of putting pressure on the rim, getting layups, getting to the free throw line. You know, when you look at it during the game, they all look like the right shots, and I'm not saying that we can't as a team make those, but got to get more layups, got to get more free throws. And whenever you miss and don't get back, the games get out of hand kind of quickly. We gave up too many layups, which we also can't have happen. But that's it as a whole. We got to attack the rim a lot more, myself included.
Is so unique. Was there something tonight that you can go to school on, or is it just perplexing what they were able to do?
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go to school on it. You know, they're in a pretty good rhythm, you know, especially in that first half. Our disposition, the multiple efforts, the resolve in the second half was much better. But, you know, you get to this level, it has to be complete games of that kind of disposition. And even if you have that, you're not always going to win, you know, all the possessions that you want. But that's what you expect. You don't expect it to be easy when you get to this final round. This is a great challenge. It's going to require more. We'll get to work and you know, see what we can do better, what we can do harder, what we can do with more effort, what we can do with more focus, et cetera.
On the left side, second row.
Felt like Haywood Highsmith kind of injected some energy into your team tonight. Just what did you see out of his game, and what's he kind of done to earn more and more trust?
Yeah, that's you know, what we need from everybody. You know, regardless of when you're coming into the game, how many minutes you're getting, those inspiring minutes, and that's what our team is about. You know, having a roster of guys that just come out there and you're making great efforts, you're impacting the game. And it inspires the next guy to do it. We need more of those kind of things. But he's kept himself ready, and those are good minutes for sure.
Eric Spoelstra and his staff now have plenty to chew on before Game 2 on Sunday.
Nobody's that hungry. It's a lot to chew on, brother.
There is a lot.
There's a lot. Nobody's that hungry, man.
They kept it a relatively low possession game. They until the end kept Denver from running. That's a positive. There aren't a ton of positives. What do you think they can take away from this game that can help them moving forward, and what is maybe the obvious thing that they're going to have to correct?
Well, you said it best. First of all, Denver at home, love to run. They've done a great job at home in the postseason, getting 15, 20 points fast break. They were under 10 fast break points. That was a good job. And offensively, they got some good looks. They just didn't knock them down. Gabe Vincent was 5 for 10. The rest was 8 for 29 collectively. They need 2 or 3 guys to make,
I was actually getting ready to say
3 or 4
I
threes.
think the only chance they got is Tyler Hero come back sooner than later. That's just my personal opinion, because you're going to have to score.
Well, they need more from Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's got to take more than just 14 shots. He's got to have a superhuman performance along with the others.
And not only that, when you're playing against a team
maybe they need Rocky. He hit a shot from half court.
Yeah, but when you're playing against a team like Denver, listen, they already got Murray and Joker too. You can't let everybody get off. So Joker did a fabulous job of getting the others involved. Like, you either have to say, Joker, get 50, and everybody else stay with their man, or keep doubling and pray and hope that they miss shots. But when Joker gets these guys involved, they're very, very tough to beat.
But the only problem with that, Jimmy is so small. Not Jimmy. Bam is so small. He'd get in foul trouble if they let him play Joker one-on-one all night. If you
and they're thin on the bench too.
Yeah, like if they had like 2 or 3 big guys where they could just beat the hell out of him, and let him get his 35, 40 points.
Yeah, but I think you should at least start the game off and just see, because they started the game off doubling with the soft double, and Joker was just picking apart. I think they should just say, you know what,
but you gotta
man to man, go to the zone, and then say, guard him.
Give Mike Malone and Denver credit. They didn't start the Joker in the post. Even though he has such a big advantage over Bam, they're like, no, they're going to switch these little guards. And if you go back and look at those tapes y'all were showing, they went at Vincent every time. So, because he's too small. He's even too small for Jamal Murray. Every time he switched to Aaron Gordon got a dunk. He scored like 8 of the first 10 points of the game. And then when they switched back, they went to Murray down in the post. So we got to give the Denver Nuggets, their coaching staff, a lot of credit. They're like, hey, we can go to Joker anytime we want to in the post against Bam, but let's don't start the game like that.
It was also interesting that defensively they seemed really content to let the Heat play through Bam Adebayo. Jokic was dropping in coverage almost on every play. They're content to give him those shots. And conversely, when Cody Zeller was in the game, which was only about 7 minutes, Jokic, I don't want to be disrespectful, almost didn't guard him. He basically let him do whatever he wanted.
He could be a free safety out there defensively, obviously. And the thing about Adebayo, Adebayo had a great game, but he's not drawing fouls. He's a jump shooter. Jokic is giving him space. Butler's really that guy that has the ability to draw fouls. And, putting Aaron Gordon on Jimmy Butler, his size, he can't sort of out-muscle you in the paint where Butler likes to operate. So I think Gordon did a good job defensively. But look, Denver won the game. They can be better offensively. They did, even though they didn't score like they have scored. Give credit to Miami in some ways, but they had three-point opportunities.
8 of 27.
2 for 11. Michael Porter Jr. wide open. 2 of 7. Jamal Murray. So, as we talk about Denver, they can play so much better on the offensive end, but they're doing just enough defensively to slow down Miami.
And the reason why Bam had